listening to the Angela Henderson Online Business Show, episode 258. Hey there, you amazing human, and welcome to the Angela Henderson Online Business Show, the podcast that is designed for female entrepreneurs who want to make more money in a way that is in alignment for them. If you're looking for practical advice, proven strategies, and expert insights to help you navigate the challenges of growing your business, then you've come to the right place. Welcome, my friend. I am your host, Angela Henderson, a proud Canadian living in beautiful Australia, and I'm a business coach, consultant, and strategist who has helped thousands of women around the world build successful businesses. Through solo episodes and interviews with successful business owners, industry experts, and thought leaders, you'll get insider insights into what it takes to succeed in today's digital age. Whether you're struggling to scale your business, looking for ways to boost your productivity, or seeking ways to overcome the challenges of being an entrepreneur, this show has everything you need to succeed and more. So subscribe, pop your headphones on, and get ready to creating the business and life you deserve today by allowing the Angela Henderson Online Business Show help you create a winning strategy, develop the right mindset, and build lasting wealth. Well, hey there, you amazing human, and welcome back to another awesome episode of the Angela Henderson Online Business Show. I'm your host, Ange, from Angela Henderson Consulting, where I'm an international award-winning business consultant and coach who helps women around the world make more money by creating a personalized business strategy and mastering their mindset so they can create a business and life they love and want to show up for every single day. Today is an Ask Ange episode where I'll be answering a question from one of my awesome listeners. Today's question is coming from the amazing Jess Wilson, who is a functional nutritionist and gut health expert. But before I get started on this great question today, I just want to let you know that this episode is sponsored by my 4-day exclusive Bali Women in Business Retreat happening October 19th through till October 22nd, 2023. From amazing speakers, mastermind sessions, sound healing, luxury accommodation, connection, and time for you to put yourself first, this retreat is something you do not want to miss. To learn more about my 4-day exclusive Bali retreat, send me a message over on Instagram, and my handle is Angela Henderson Consulting. Spots are limited, so head over to Instagram and let's have a chat. Again, my handle over on Instagram is Angela Henderson Consulting. Now, let's get answering Jess's question. Jess's question is, burnout in business. Has it always been this way for women, or is it getting worse every year? For myself and clients, I have daily, weekly, monthly, and annual health rituals to get proactive rather than reactive about the very real issue of the feminine burnout. It works, but it never seems to be enough. Is it us, or the ever-increasing pressure of society we live in? What is going on, Ange? Well, first of all, as always, thanks for the question, Jess, because it's so important to talk about burnout in business. It is real. And yes, I feel women have added pressures more than men, all right, who may not. Yes, I also feel we have added pressure from society. Yes, I also feel that we have more decision fatigue than ever before as women. And yes, I feel there needs to be a change to the typical roles between men and women in society collectively. However, some of these things are out of my control, and they're not going to change overnight. But what I've realized, because I can't control the outcomes of those big, more societal changes, there is one thing that I can choose. And there's one thing that I will start off by saying, and it's this. Burnout is always going to be in our life if we choose for it to be in our life. Let me repeat that. Burnout is always going to be in our life if we choose for it to be in our life. Operative words there are we choose. Now, that may come out as blunt, but if you've been listening to my podcast, you know I don't sugarcoat things. I tell it how it is. So let me explain. I first want to say that there is stress, then there's burnout, which then, if it doesn't get taken care of, it can lead to a full-blown mental health diagnosis. So it is important, very important, to pay close attention to your burnout. But I want to ask you this. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1, you have no burnout in your life, and 10, you have burnout, or you're burnt out as fuck, I should say, where are you at? Because see, this is what I've learned in helping thousands of women around the world. The higher the burnout simply means you are not in alignment. Now, you might not be in alignment in business, or you might not be in alignment in your home life, or you might not be in alignment in your community, or it could be a combination of all of those. And if you continue to remain unaligned, then the burnout will increase, which could lead to a full-blown mental health diagnosis. How do I know this? I used to be an ex-mental health clinician of 15 years, where I used to diagnose people with schizophrenia, bipolar, anxiety, depression. So I've seen this multiple times in the community, but I also see this in women in business. So where in your life are you burnt out? AKA, where are you not in alignment? What needs to change in order to truly make some big shifts? For example, I was unaligned in my home life, and remaining married to my ex of 20 years was no longer an option. So I asked for a divorce. Now that's quite an extreme, example, but it's no coincidence that the month he moved out was my highest revenue month to date. Why? Because I decreased the burnout, AKA I looked at where I was unaligned. I asked my husband for a divorce. That carried on. And guess what? I became realigned. So again, this burnout we talk about is really around where are you unaligned in either your business, your home life, or your community. And for me, I had to remind myself that I was the only one allowing the burnout in my home life to happen. Me and me only. I had to take radical responsibility in order for things to change, AKA for my burnout symptoms to go away, AKA me being unaligned and becoming realigned. So that's what I want to start with. The second thing is I had to do a lot of inner work in order to grow and reduce my burnout. The reason is that most of us are doing surface level work and it works for a little while, but then we go back to the same old habits. Why? Because we haven't gone into the root of where this burnout, AKA unalignment, is stemming from. And thus it keeps coming back over and over and over again. So you might be asking, so how do you see significant change? Simple, get to the root of the problem. How do you do this? In my experience, there is one-on-one talking therapy, then there's NLP, then there's hypnotherapy. To me, hypnotherapy has had radical change to me, my business, my life, and my community. In a 45-minute session, your life will change on so many levels. Be prepared for tears, be prepared for snot. But if you really want to get to the root of what's going on, you'll need to go there. If you really want to decrease the burnout in your life, AKA where you are unaligned and you want to not be burnt out and you want to be aligned and live a good life, again, the snot and tears are pretty much a necessity. Remember, your outside world is a direct reflection of your inside world. If your outside world is chaos, this means your inside world needs help. Again, I knew the only person that was going to save me was me. And I knew if I wanted change, I needed to do the work. Most women and business owners that come to me think the strategy for business growth is the next funnel, the next email sequence, and this is true sometimes. But the strategy most often needed to decrease burnout and to start accelerating in business and in life is often the inner work strategy. So yes, burnout is here, but only if we allow it to remain in our life. It doesn't mean that we can't have bad days, but what are we going to do to shift these bad days and get back into alignment? It doesn't mean that we won't cry or binge watch Netflix. But again, what do we need to do to shift this and take radical responsibility to not allow the burnout to overrun our life? I encourage you listening to think about what actions do you need to take right now to make radical change to your life in order to reduce your burnout. Why? Because whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. Let me say that again. Because whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. I hope I was able to answer your question, Jess, and give you some insight as to how I look at things in relation to burnout. And remember, if you're wanting to take that passion that you have as a women in business owner who is sick of working tirelessly to turn your dream into reality, and you want to stop feeling lost and overwhelmed in your business, stop working the long hours and struggling to make decisions and feeling isolated and lonely, then I encourage you to reach out and explore how I can support you as your business consultant and coach. It could be in one of my masterminds. It could be one-on-one support. It could be that you come to my Bali retreat. Regardless, I'm here to support you like I have thousands of other women around the world to make more money. Head to my website, angelahenderson.com.au to explore how I can support you or send me a DM over on Instagram. Again, my handle is Angela Henderson Consulting. So if you find it challenging to find people who understand you, understand what you're going through, long to be part of a community of like-minded women in business who can help provide support, guidance, motivation, then let's chat, my friend. This is Ange from Angela Henderson Consulting. Have a beautiful day no matter where you are in the world. And here's to reducing your burnout and creating the life that you long for. Thanks for listening to the Angela Henderson Online Business Show, www.angelahenderson.com.au.